you read the title. And my life is literally in shambles right now, like literal shambles, but this is the one thing I've looked forward to because it's not refundable. But let's ignore all that because this video I want to be good vibes. But I just went on a major haul that I shouldn't have, but everything was like half off, so honestly I spent like 30 bucks. Quite a steal for all this yarn, but I got a bunch of stuff, lots of bright colors, and definitely like some gingham colors in there because I mean I love gingham and yellow and like pastel blue so much. Like those colors go together so well. Like literally, oh, my new journal is like this periwinkle, not that, this periwinkle blue with like the red lobster with red pages. No, root beer, no. I am now at the point where I'm like drawing up sketches for things that I want to make. So the first idea I had, and yes, like there's You want more grapes? Oh, of course you can have more grapes. Can mommy just finish filming real quick? Okay. Thank you so much. I love you. You're a good kid. Okay, so obviously styles like these have been done, but I didn't look at anything. But I know styles like these exist, but inanimate objects stop moving, and animate objects can everything stop moving. But I still didn't create these looking at anything. These were just still from the dome. I will take credit, okay? I didn't look at anything. So for this one, I really wanted to make it purple, but I don't have a lot of purple yarn and I'm not going to go buy more yarn. So I thought of mixing like purple and blue and maybe using this for the trim, but I don't know if it'll be enough yards. 32 yards. So we'll see what I can do. Maybe if I did like, I could either do like one row or I thought I could take extra of like a different yarn and I could like cut it and like tie it so that it's kind of like a fringe. So we'll come back to that one and see what we want to do. Then I thought I could make like a backless like mesh dress. I actually did see a tutorial like this one on YouTube, but I don't know if it was fully to my liking. I kind of want like scallops and stuff, but I also am not sure how the scallops will play, so we'll see. But I kind of wanted to do like yellow and this pink and like maybe add an orange in there. So again, TBD. These are all kind of TBD. So for this one, I really wanted to do gingham, but I don't know if that's going to be too complicated to learn, especially for like a small bikini. If not gingham, I definitely want to do like striped, like red and white, because I just, again, love those colors. I don't want to give American though. I did think of adding white scallops too. I just love gingham. And I thought of like beads on the bottom. I don't have like maybe a lot of beads though, so I'm telling you, everything's TBD. This one, I thought it'd be cute to do like a backless, strapless, like kind of coquette type of one where it's like pink but with a yellow bow. So I thought that could be really cute. And honestly, that would probably take like an hour to put together. Not really, but like not as long. And then the last one I had is I thought it'd be really cute if I did like a yellow bikini with like blue starfish or just stars. Maybe add scallops. I also think orange would be really cool. So I don't know. I'm either gonna have to make multiples if I can, or just we'll see what we come to. But I'm gonna show each sketch again so that we can see what the actual final result is. God damn. What's really funny about being a woman and giving birth is that like low-key I'd rather give birth than do a period poop. Oh, the period farts too. God damn. Oh my goodness. As I said god damn, another one fell out. Woo. I just shed an egg. Right. Should we maybe try the gingham bikini first and see if I can like figure out gingham? Okay, so I've never done gingham before in my life, and what we're doing is kind of an awkward shape too, I feel like, for a gingham. So I have everything working against me, and I also might want to do scallops, or like a border outside of it. But let's just try one and kind of see how it goes. But like, it's like they're squares, right? So it's got to be like multiple of 4. And I had this because like gingham is technically 3 colors, like I said. So I'm going to try to like add this in, but this is polyester and it is harder to work with, but it was like, I feel like the best color I had for gingham because I don't have like a lighter, like muted red color, and the only other colors I had were pink, but I wanted to use my other pinks. So I don't know, I'm honestly super nervous and I don't want to like waste a bunch of yarn, so I'm hoping I can kind of figure this out real quick. And I'm gonna have to increase every row while trying to Do I tie them or do I just leave the strings hanging? I'm gonna start with white. Okay, let me like construct how gingham works too. Let's see. Okay, let me like literally, yeah, like write out a triangle. I'm like literally fucking stressing because like I just like, this is not computing in my brain and I'm already getting frustrated. So I'm starting my triangle from the bottom, from the top to the bottom or whatever. And right now I have 4 chains right here. So hypothetically, if I'm going to add, I would need to add it on the edge. And I would need to do, this is white, so I would have to do pink. Pink is on both sides of white. I'm trying it. Why am I so stressed? Okay. I'm gonna pull this tight. It's okay, sweetie. So it's supposed to be pink and then that's supposed to be white. I think this is making sense. Nobody's seen it. Maybe I should like glue fabric to the inside. I'm not a professional crocheter by any means. Like I literally started crocheting like in a better sense only starting this year. So this shit is confusing. I feel like throwing up. I just pooped my brains out. I think this is gonna be the most complicated design I do though, in all fairness. But I really was like, you know what? Let me just try to go for the gingham. Okay, so I think this is like semi-cool, but also just looks kind of funky. And I think it's too complicated of like a skill set for me at the moment, like making a triangle and making like squares. Like my brain is just not computing and the back looks like that right now. So I think maybe I'll just try striped, but I might still try to add the pink color in because I kind of like what it adds. But also I don't know. I just don't want it to look like American. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do striped and see how I like it. Because I just don't wanna deal with 3 colors right now. Not right now. Not in this project, not right now. So this is technically my first time actually making a bikini, but like I've made triangles before, so I figured it'd be the same thing. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add in the red. We just have this tiny little triangle, and let's add in our red. And then this should be fairly self-explanatory from here. And we're doing half double crochets. Did I say that already? 1, 2, and then 2 half double crochets. I'm making chains for the ties right now. And I kind of thought maybe instead of like beads, because like beads are expensive, I could like loop through the white yarn and kind of have like a little tassel-y end with like a ball. I don't know, is that ugly? Maybe. Free balling with crochet still makes me kind of nervous. Okay, so I have started on my bottoms and I'm almost done with them. I'm just adding like a ribbing and the tops. I finished this top and for the bottom part I added kind of tassels to it. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna block it and then move on to the next one. But I think it's cute, right? I do feel like it gives American a little bit, I will say, but. Gingham did not work, and I didn't do the scallops because I just wasn't feeling it. I feel like that would made it have felt more American. Ooh, should we try the strapless one now? I was thinking of the starfish one, but the strapless one would also kind of be cute. Do I want to work with yellow or pink right now? Let's do the yellow one. Let's do the yellow one. This one, maybe I should do scallops? I don't know. Or would scallops be cute on the strapless one? I just kind of wanted to add scallops to one of them. But also, would scallops be awkward on the bottom? I need to look up bikinis and be like, what am I doing? But I think I'm gonna do this one all one color and then add this stuff afterwards, which will be very nice not to color switch. But here we have her. And do I also wanna do round or do I wanna do triangle again? I do love a triangle bikini. Like, I don't know, cause like a lot of crochet ones, they do like more of the round thing. I just feel like I do like triangle better. I think I'm gonna do triangle again. It's what daddy wants. It's what daddy. And should I do scallops? I will look that up. I said, should I do scallops in the light flickers? So I feel like that means no. Should I do them for the strapless? So since I'm only using one color, I got this far and I was like, let me go ahead and use my invention. I was so excited to show you guys this. Top of CeraVe or K18 bottle, straw, pencil from my daughter's coloring book, yarn. You guys aren't ready for this. 3 wine bottles. Yes, I drank all of them. Filled with rocks and water. Trader Joe's patty box. Very Jamaican of me. Found me in a very Jamaican time of my life. Butter, also filled with rocks. Lots of tape, toilet paper rolls, chopsticks, not cultural appropriation. Okay. And this little dingling thingy. And I'll show you. I just tie it to this. And then you take your tube and you shove it down its anus. This does feel sexually charged. I'm so sorry. And you just let it rest on the bottom, and there it is. And I just add it to my invention. I just like calling it my invention. That's what me and my husband literally just call it. And like when he'll be cleaning and he'll be like, babe, what do you want me to do with your invention? And I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's the Yarn Spinner 3000. And now, as I crochet, I can just pull, and it's perfect. So I did one, and I'm gonna add the scallops to it just to see if I like it. But I do like it without as well. And I already added a border to the other one, so we'll see what I'm liking. I actually think the scallops are so cute. I'm totally loving it. And I'm gonna put some, I really want to do starfish because I think that'd be cuter than just like regular stars. Because again, like if I do just regular stars, then it almost looks like I am doing an American theme and I'm not patriotic. I mean, I have a pixie cut.
Anyway, I sold my car.
But I feel like all the starfish applique, is it applique or applique tutorials? Gonna be so big, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to make my own starfish. I don't know if I'm ready for that heat because I couldn't even handle gingham. Oh, and these are the nails. I haven't tried crocheting with them yet, so I'm a little scared. 1, 2, 3. I'm definitely not used to that. Okay. Half double crochet on the first chain. Okay, Bookie Bears and Bookie Butts, I did a bunch of little stars. I'll show them in a moment, but I will show them when I'm gluing them on because I have to block the bikini first. But I'm liking how it turned out so far, but now we're going to work on the last bikini, which I want to be like a bandeau type top with it still ties. It probably won't stay on great, but I still kind of want to do it. But I'm definitely going to have to measure for this one because I want it to stop like right here, I think, like midway. And I want it to definitely be tight. So from here, like around my largest to here. And I'm wearing a bra right now too, so I'll probably take off like an inch or 2. So maybe like 21 inches. And then I think I'm going to put scallops all around the edges and we'll do bows too. But I'm just going to make like a square to just like cover my boobas. And then for the bottom, just another thong bottom, I guess. You know, it'd be cute, like a little skirt. But I'm probably not gonna want to wear a skirt to like in the water, so I don't know. No. All right, let's chain enough to meet 21. This one, instead of measuring it, I'm actually just putting it up to this. And I think I am gonna do ties in the back instead of like a tube top. And I think it'll be cute. And I think I'm gonna do double crochets. So we're gonna glue on our little stars now, but look how cute. But like, look at this. It's looking so cute. And I'm gonna do it on the bottoms too, but I'm gluing them. I don't want to deal with sewing. And also they're so small. I feel like sewing's better for bigger things maybe. Okay, so a lot of Halloween stuff happened, but I'm getting this bandeau or whatever done. And this is about how far it stretches. So then we'll have the ties in the back. I think I'm gonna do scallops on top and bottom. And I think I'm gonna do like a corset type back. Or like where it's like zigzagged instead of like 2 ties. Because I think that would be cute, like a little crossback. I don't know. Also, like all this stuff I'm trying is just like from my own head instead of like looking at tutorials. So no, not all of it is looking perfect, but you know, like it's what I want. Did I say I was using a 5mm already? I think I did. Okay, so I'm blocking the scalloped bandeau bikini, and I'm not gonna make the bows until it's dry because then I can actually glue them on. But I'm gonna get started on the other two pieces. Do I have my sketches? What the vision was. My bunnies very clearly got to them. I didn't make it quite a thong either. I made it a bit more coverage. Because a thong, I don't know. Square neckline, purple. I'm guessing for this I'll need like 4 skeins. And I want it to be a bit more form-fitting if possible. Anyways, I'm just gonna take my measurements so I can make it like as like accurate as possible. And I do still want it to have some stretch, but I also want it to be tight, so this is kind of gonna be a little bit awkward. So 37, so each will need to be half of that because I'm gonna make 2 panels. I'm gonna sew for this one, and then for the arms, I do kind of want the arms to be more form-fitting too, because I feel like if they're loose it wouldn't be as cute. So let's see, about and for the arm I'm just gonna make a square as long as that, and then the bottom, and then I'm gonna make 2 panels of that. Okay, so let's start with the top. I really wanted it to be purple, despite the fact that I'm usually not a purple gal, but I have only 1 purple of this one. And then I have the darker purple, but again, I don't have full skeins of either of these. I was thinking the periwinkle could be a good mixture. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then, though, I know I'm gonna need another one, because to make a skirt and a top, like to make 4 panels and a skirt, like that's probably gonna be around 4 skeins if I had to guess. I don't know, I don't feel like I want to add pink to it, and I don't feel like I want to add white or black either. Okay, I want more of like an in-between color. Should I do black? Okay, so I did have some leftover of this like very vibrant like pinkish purple, but not a lot left. And then I have this super vibrant blue, but I don't want it to be super vibrant. I did want more of like almost like a muted look. So I think I'm only gonna do like 1 or 2 rows of these and then have the main rows with these. And I really hope I can make all this work for a set. And I will be using a 4mm hook. Honestly, unpopular opinion, but like every tutorial I look on YouTube for crochet clothes, they're always using like weight for yarn and like a 5mm hook. And I used a 5mm hook because I wanted an ergonomic hook for, because my 4.5 right now, I lost my ergonomic one, so I'm using a metal rod, and that hurts a lot for like arthritis reasons. But like I used the 5mm hook for the top of the bandeau, and it's just like so like stretchy and like holey, and I'm like, I really like that. Like I like my clothes to look like solid, and just I don't really like it. So I don't really understand why everybody uses 5, you know, whatever floats your goat, but it does not float my goat. My goat is fucking sinking. I know y'all like that, but I got it back. We ordered another kit because Gavin's gonna be trying my crochet tutorial and he needs a 5mm, but I got my 4.5 back. So I'm so excited because my fingers will not be hurting anymore. I didn't realize how much the metal hurt my fingers because when I started crocheting, I was only using metal. Big mistake. Didn't even get through both sleeves before running out of yarn. I ran out of yarn. This is, I'm not even done with the first sleeve, and this is how much I had left of this purple. And to also do the skirt, which I haven't done yet either. And this is how much I have left of the other purple. There's a bit more of this one, so maybe it was a bit more full when I used it, I guess, compared to the other one. But this one too, since I did 5 rows of this one, they're all getting pretty down there, and I thought I could do it with 5 skeins, but feels like the skeins don't go as far as they used to. But actually, I considered that could be because like when I was starting tutorials, I would use a 5mm hook, and that means less like stitches, right? because like my body panel was like 85, whereas I think with 5mm it used to be like 70. That's the price you pay, I guess, for it to look nice and seamless. But this is the sleeve, first sleeve. Yeah, as you can see, this isn't even nearly sleeve length, and almost done. So I got more yarn that I can't afford. As you can see, the sleeve is tiny because I want it to be small and tight to like my arm. So yeah, but I'm honestly really loving the pattern of these colors together. Like I feel like they go together really well, and it doesn't look like too colorful or anything like that. So far I'm liking it. I already finished both of the body panels and I'm blocking them currently. And then when I'm done with this, I'll probably make the bows for the other one, and then we'll start on the dress. But I don't know, like it is Saturday and we leave for the trip next Sunday, Monday. It's one of those days, I know for sure. So basically a week from now. And I don't know if I'm gonna have time to finish everything I wanted to finish. I mean, I'm glad I made the bikinis, but I was ambitious and I wanted to stay ambitious, but I don't know. My hands can only handle so much, and I'm supposed to host a party, so I wish I crocheted more this past week, honestly. I feel like I need like a deadline for me to like kick a boot up my ass, but with crochet, then it just is stressful, so. But I'm sad for a multitude of reasons. So I started this skirt. I already blocked the top and it looks bad because I did something stupid and I started only decreasing on this side by 4. I don't know why I did that. And then I finally started decreasing on this side, but look at how bad this looks. It looks like it's got a bump. If I could just shave this off like that would look so much better even. It's still inside out right now. That's not good. I'm really hoping I can like, look at that. That's bad. So I'm hoping somehow I can like block this and make it work. Otherwise, I don't know. But this project is not going good. My trip is in like 2 days. I don't have time, I don't think, to make the last dress. So I'm so sad right now. Okay, so ignoring that, I'm now going to start. Oh, also I shaved. I straightened my hair. I thought it'd be funny if I tried to blow it out and look like Alice, but then I got tired and said fuck it and just like brushed it out. And I haven't styled it in the past 2 days. And I'm going to wear a wig, so I thought it'd also be better for a wig. So that's why it just looks kind of crazy. Obviously not wearing makeup, but tomorrow is my birthday. And I'm wearing a wig, so it'll be good for the wig. We have the dress. Oh, I guess I should take my measurements first. That's what I keep reading. But I wrote yellow, orange, pink. Should I do scallops? I've done scallops several times, so maybe I shouldn't do scallop. It's just like, how many times do I want scallops, you know? Which I guess I could do it at the end if I really wanted to. But these are the colors. This one's kind of neon, which I don't like. I feel like I kind of want to make it mostly yellow, honestly, with just like a row or two of pink and orange in between. Because I don't want it to be like a large section of yellow, a large section of orange, and then a large section of pink. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Oh, also, I don't think I said this, but I am using a 5mm hook this time. But I just think if I did a 4mm hook, or sorry, 4.5mm. But I will say, I would love to try this pattern again when I'm gonna make when I get back, but with a 4.5mm. Maybe I do like being nude. Maybe I do like showing my nipples. Hi guys, I am back from my trip and I have recorded a little try-on haul for you guys because I wanted to go through and review all the pieces. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one is the purple set. I honestly loved how this turned out. I felt like it was really gorgeous, really fun, really flirty. I wore it out and got lots of compliments. The one thing I don't like is it did gap a bit in the front, which could create like a little bit of bulge. But in the back, where I did do all those increases, it ended up just kind of making a V, which of course I would have preferred not have happened. But at the end of the day, I still think it looked really cute and honestly turned out way better than I could have hoped. Okay, so now we're talking about the star bikini. I'm honestly really sad about this one because I thought it was so cute, but at the end of the day, it was just too big. I think if I cinched it more in the middle, it would have gone better, but I wore this twice on the trip, which honestly was a mistake. I think I was just determined to wear the pieces that I made, but it was just so gappy everywhere. It did not fit me nice. I thought the back looked nice, but ultimately, the wear was terrible. I probably should have added structure, made it tighter and everything. At the end of the day, just not good. Okay, on the contrary, this one was actually kind of my favorite. I added fabric to both the top and the bottom, and I felt like the fit was really nice. I thought it looked really cute and was flattering, and when I tied it, I didn't feel like it was actually going to go anywhere. I like the tassels as an added detail. I don't think I look too American or anything like that. The only thing I would fix is I think I messed up one of the stitches on the top, but other than that, I really liked it and I loved wearing it. Okay, so yes, this one's in the middle. I really liked it, but I again think if I used a 4mm hook, it would just be better because with flash on, you can fully see full nip, and I don't like it to be that holy. I guess I could have added fabric, but I did not. I like the bottoms being a bit more full coverage, and I did really like the crisscross back, but I did not make the ties long enough, and I really wish I did. I also would add a lot more bows. I think I will still do that in the future, but other than that, I did think it was really cute. I like the scallops. I like the fit. It was maybe a little bit too big, but you know, not everything can be perfect, but I did really like this one, and I think I ended up wearing this one twice as well. Oh my gosh, I am so upset about this one because I did not finish it in time for my trip. I, of course, didn't want to be crocheting my whole trip. I wanted to relax, but this dress ended up so beautiful. I really liked how it turned out, so cute, and it would have been, I did a beach shoot when I was there, and this would have been perfect for it to be one of my own designs. The one thing I didn't like about it is a little bit too tight in the legs for me, and there is a little bit too much extra in the belly. I really wish that was tighter, more form-fitting in one area and less form-fitting in another area. I did mess up one of the stitches in the back, so I put a little starfish over it, but I just think this dress is so cute. I love how it fits on me. I love the colors and like the little like mesh decal and whatever like that. I can link the pattern that I followed for this one, but I'm just so upset I didn't have it on my trip. So.